Hello again, welcome back. Today we're going to continue with Yayoi Kusama as our inspiration. We are using oil pastels and watercolor. I also have some cut out mushroom shapes. Well, they're pre-drawn and I will be cutting them out after I use acrylic pens on there. First, we're going to start with what's called an infinity net. So Yayoi Kusama would use these as backgrounds for some of her paintings. The artwork I'm looking at today from her is called Mushrooms. It was made in 2005 using acrylic paints on canvas. I got a little smudge here from yesterday's painting, but we're going to just ignore that. So what you would do for the infinity nets is make a series of dots on the page and then connect them with straight lines. Your dots can be anywhere on your page. It's a fun little activity. Didn't seem to be any rhyme or reason. She just drew lines where she felt like drawing, connecting all of the dots. So just have fun with it and see what happens. You can add a couple more dots if you want to. Yeah, just have fun with it. And then I'm going to go in with watercolor to show you again that really fun technique of oil resist. For this technique, you can use either oil pastels or watercolor. Sorry, either oil pastels or crayons. I'm going to get a whole lot of paint on here. I just use a little bit of water to bring out the pigment of the paint. If you use more water than is necessary, your watercolor is going to be less opaque, meaning it will be more watery. I was hoping for more of a black color, but this will work just fine. It's going to give a similar effect. And you can see when I put the watercolor down on the paper, the oil pastel is resisting that watercolor. It's repelling it. So you get these clear boundaries. We're doing this technique a lot with the elementary school kids. And it is suitable for kids as young as TK. Might be a little messier if you're a little bit younger, and that's okay. The point of making art is not for it to look any certain way. It's to experiment, have fun, learn new techniques, make what people like to call mistakes. I don't really like that term. If I end up, or if you end up making a mark that you didn't intend to make, or that you don't like how it turned out, I encourage you to keep going. Maybe even emphasize your mistake. So I have these bits of yellow. I'm not shying away from it. I am covering it up because I wanted a black background, but these spots of yellow are just adding more texture and layers to my painting. This step can be quite enjoyable, maybe even meditative, calming. You can go as fast or as slow as you want to go. So this is March. We're still in March, unless you're watching it at another time. While I'm filming it, it's March. Today is St. Patrick's Day. So maybe we'll draw a green mushroom. But the month of March is Women's History Month. So all month long, we are doing women artists, using them as inspiration for our paintings. I'm just going in with a little extra watercolor to get some darker areas. It's still not going to black as I was hoping, but that's all right. We'll work with it. With watercolor, you're not really supposed to overwork, but you can make the rules in your sketchbook, because your sketchbook is for you and you only. Nobody else has to see it. I like to view the sketchbook as like your playground, where no one really has to see any of it. So now I'm going to make a green mushroom using the acrylic pens. You can use anything you want. You can use crayons, paints. Maybe you could do oil resist on these mushrooms. I'm choosing to use acrylic pens. And if you don't have them, I would just use whatever you have on hand. You don't need to get anything extra for this. These drawings are just for fun. So don't go out and spend a bunch of money. Just see what you have at home. Maybe you have some highlighters, some markers. You don't need to use a whole lot of colors to still play with these techniques. Another thing you can use instead of the oil pastel, if I didn't mention it before, is a wax, regular crayons. It will give you the same effect. So it's either oil resist or wax resist. Both will repel the watercolor just about the same. Then we're going to go in with the signature dots. And I've been doing so many dots lately for all these different kids' projects, but for some reason I cannot quite replicate Yayoi Kusama's patterning. It looks like an optical illusion almost, mesmerizing dots. But you can play with different sizes and different spacing. And do some black ones. Don't mind the coughing in the background. Everyone's getting a little sick lately. All right, so I've got one down. So feel free to put on whatever music you want for this time and kind of tune out. I'm not going to be talking for the whole thing. Just draw with me for a little while. Let me know how your drawing is coming along. What colors are you using? What materials are you using? Did you try oil pastel? Or did you go for crayons? Did you make a mistake? A mark that you didn't intend to, or it didn't turn out the way you wanted to? And how are you working with that? Sometimes I'm surprised at how something I didn't intend to make ends up being something I really enjoy about the painting or drawing later down the road. Sometimes mistakes happen for a good reason, but we don't know until later on. I'll just do one more, I think. And cut these out and position them on the paper. You want to do your painting first so you can allow time for that paint to dry. So you can see there's some glossy areas that are still wet. Hopefully it'll dry by the time we're done with this last mushroom. You can add all sorts of different sized mushrooms, different shapes. So let me know what women artists you would like to be inspired by for the next video. Or just who's your favorite female artist? If you post a comment, I will be sure to answer, and maybe we can include your artist in the next video. I'm always looking for new artists to learn about and draw inspiration from. And please take a look at the links below that I'm going to share with you, where you can see more of Yayoi Kusama's artwork, installations, paintings. She designed fabrics, painted sculptures. She has immersive exhibitions. Take a look. And if you have more time to draw, you can take a look at some more videos. I just post drawing videos every day, so you can sit with me and open up your sketchbook and see what comes up. We're almost done. Now we'll just cut these guys out. Doesn't have to be super precise. I'm trying to get rid of the outline so it's not too distracting, but you can leave it in if you'd like. When you're making a composition, they say to stick to odd numbers. So I'm going with 3. Who says stick to 3 numbers? I don't know, but it always looks more visually pleasing if you have 3, 5, 7, 1. Okay, so it's not quite dry, but this is about what I'll be doing. So once it's dry, we'll glue it down and you'll you'll see, I'll just show you the completed version after this. I hope you enjoyed our video today. It's a bit of a long one. If you want more, just follow any of those links that pop up on your screen, and we'll see you in the next video.